Hey guys, thank you for tuning in again. So, a week has passed, and it was actually a pretty great week. I really focused on being mindful and having a closer look on my thoughts and yeah, and the things that were like kind of triggering me or my epiphanies and stuff like that. So, my first topic is respecting boundaries, which is actually a pretty big topic. It's not just a topic that affects me just like this week. It also has affected me, of course, the past months, or like, well, being consciously aware of the topic itself. So, why respecting boundaries is an important topic for me is as you start to be more mindful and, communicating way more consciously than before. And for me personally, okay, I think I should really explain not the general part, but more so like my personal experience. So as you know from the previous video, I was talking about like giving advices to others and how sometimes it can be that that the advices that you're giving are a part of the topic that is already existing inside of you. So in my case, it pretty much belongs to the respecting boundaries topic, actually, because when I want to help someone or giving this person an advice, I should absolutely respect their boundaries. And I have been confronted with it when I had some kind of argumentation with a family member, and this family member actually was a great mirror in this moment, because when you feel that someone don't want to talk about a specific topic or something that is like really, it is almost every time like that, when you know that is something personal for this person or something that is pretty intimate, emotional wise, I'm not really talking about like physical stuff, emotional wise, something pretty intimate, or something that this person is not really ready to talk about or wants to reflect about it by itself or coming to peace about it by itself, one must absolutely respect these boundaries. And in this moment, I need to ask myself the question, do I prefer to be right or to feel good? So, yes, most of the times I preferred to be right and like following my ego and just want to put my knowledge out there, and I don't care what it costs and stuff like this. That's a part of my ego, and it was really interesting for me to have this experience. And due to the fact that me and this family member, we are really close, and we usually are on the same communication level, it was actually very easy for me to figure this situation out, and finding out that the reason why I feel that this person doesn't respect my boundaries is actually because I do carry these things inside myself. So the focus wheel can absolutely help for changing belief systems. What the belief system has to do with this is that if I want to change this like habit of not respecting others people's boundaries, I should focus on the things in the moment when I'm actually doing it. And conscious communication is also helping in order to respect boundaries, not reacting on specific topics, it more and more communicating, so an exchange of knowledge, what it actually should be. And communication shouldn't be an ego trip. Another thing that is very important, I know these thoughts like, yeah, but if I continually respecting the boundaries of others, they are not going to know what is wrong with them, you know, or they need help or stuff like that. First of all, and this is a really good advice that I received from another YouTuber. She said, if people don't ask you, don't give them advice. I mean, you, for example, you are free to click onto this video or not, you know? So you're always having a choice. But this person in front of you is actually not really having a choice and has to live instead. He could leave the room, of course, but most of them, they don't do this. So you cannot change people. You cannot change them. I mean, this is really something very important. You have to really accept that you will never, ever, ever change anyone. What you can do is to live what you are convinced of. That's everything. That's all. And if they come to ask you for advice, okay, give it to them, but to a certain point. And the work needs to be done by them. You cannot convince anyone to be more mindful or to communicate more consciously. That this is something that we should really keep in mind, and we should absolutely respect this. This is a part of respecting boundaries. It's absolutely vital. So if someone chooses to continue things that you might not be okay with, you cannot do anything. And it's not necessary to do anything, because each and every one of us is going to have his own path, and we don't have got the right to try to manipulate people. That's not the point. I mean, this is like it's like you are forcing someone to be like how you expect this person to be. I mean, this is referring beautifully to relationships, you know. Respecting boundaries is something very important in relationships. You have to accept that this person is how it is. You know, what you see is what you get. This is the most important point. And don't, what you can do, the only thing, you cannot control anyone. The only thing that you can do is change your perspective. Change the way how you perceive things. This would be way more helpful than constantly putting your energy into something that you actually don't have got any control over. I mean, like zero, no control. It is just going to frustrate you more and more. There's no point in this, absolutely no point. So, with that being said, boundaries are important for yourself, and respecting the boundaries of others are equally important, because this is actually for me kind of showing respect to the other human being. that is standing in front of you and is completely different. And this is actually what unconditional love is all about. But trying to change a person is, first of all, not really cool, actually. It is not really helpful and is counterproductive. Absolutely. And it takes too much energy from you. It's not worth it. So put the energy you would spend inside of yourself, trying to change your perspective on this person. Focus on the beautiful parts of this person. And each and every one of us has something very beautiful inside itself. So I will go and record the next video, and I will see you later. Bye.